What's up, Aquarius? I hope y'all are doing well. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Aquarius over the next 72 hours. All right, so I heard, for some reason, when I started your reading, right before I heard the song Get Off My D by J. Cole, who you guys know is an Aquarius. One of my favorite Aquarians, of course. We got Cleanse Your Energy. So let's see what's happening for y'all over the next 72 hours, all right? Thank y'all so much for your support. Some of y'all reached out to me during my hiatus. I've been taking not so much a mental health break because, you know, I can never take a break. It's not like people will ever let me really take a break. But I've been, you know, just trying to get my stuff together and focus on literally what I have going on in my life. And, you know, also taking a bit of a mental health break from social media, at least posting and always creating. So y'all can understand that, Aquarius. If anybody can understand that, it's y'all. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for the sign of Aquarius over the next 72 hours. So it looks like, if we're looking at, like, literally taking this at face value, you guys are creating a plan. You guys are a man or a woman with a plan, right? And I feel like the plan is to how to improve your life, cleanse your energy. So some of you guys are trying to let go of something toxic. You're trying to improve your overall lifestyle, or like, yeah, see, it's time for you to create more. Exactly. Songs, artwork, sacral chakra products. So some of y'all, your sacral chakra's fucked up. You need to work on that. So maybe that's why you need to cleanse. Like some of you guys could be having sexual issues, or maybe you don't want to have sex as much. I don't know. There's not always a bad thing, but you know, creativity is connected to your sacral chakra. You are protected. So if you've been worrying about that, you don't got to worry about that. You are protected spiritually. And you are tapped into the collective crown chakra. It's funny because I was just talking about how Aquarians can't, like, you guys are essential to collective consciousness more than other signs. So it's important for y'all to be very decisive about what you're bringing out and what you're doing. So I feel like a lot of y'all are trying to figure out how to cleanse your energy, get rid of toxicity. Some of y'all could literally be doing a detox or a cleanse over the next 72 hours. And I feel like some of y'all might need to go out more. Like maybe you're too serious. I heard, why so serious? So it's like having a balance. Create a plan, stick to your plan. Make sure that your plan is realistic though. Like don't be trying to be like a fucking warden on yourself. Like, oh, I got to study 20 hours a day, and like be fucking realistic. Like I'm gonna keep some time for fun, but I'm also going to be fucking serious about what I'm doing. Increasing my money. So you just feel like you're called to do something right now. You just can't explain it. Like this deep feeling that you're supposed to be doing more, and not in like a busy way, but yeah, like there's more that's supposed to come for me. There's more that's supposed to come to me. And you're right. So definitely getting detoxed. And some of y'all, your health is something you really need to focus on. And I feel like you are creating a plan to focus on this. Why do you always get this? Like, when we talk about why the King and Queen of Wands have been stalking Aquarians, like, no, we're not going to talk about it. Okay. Anyway, so some of y'all could be preparing for a surgery of some sort. And it doesn't look like a medical surgery. It looks more like a cosmetic surgery. So you could be, you know, maybe you have to lose weight for a surgery, or, you know, BMI, whatever the fuck. You know, some of y'all might be getting a BBL, tummy tuck. It's going to go well. Some of y'all are doing it to, yeah, I'm not saying it's a negative way, but if you're doing this to get more attention or attract a certain type of partner, it's going to work with the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. Or if, you know, whatever enhancement. So it doesn't have to be the case, but that's how I see the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. But I also see, like, you guys are going to be creating a plan to improve your aesthetic in whatever way that you want to. But health is very important. And even if you're, like, super healthy and you work out and you go to the gym, you guys may just be deciding you want to do a detox. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like if you are doing that, I heard revitalize. So I feel like you're revitalizing yourself. You're getting your vitality back. Especially if you're a masculine Aquarius with the Sun card. But this definitely can apply to feminine. And I spoke about possible sacral chakra issues. So some of you may be fertility issues or something that you're struggling with. And you're going to create a plan to help detox and work on that from an internal space. So any type of, you know, issues that you are facing right now, you're going to be looking at, okay, what am I eating? What are my daily habits? Am I working out? What can I do to improve these things? And you're taking action. I also see this is happening with your finances as well. Some of you guys have a plan for a business. I see you putting that together, or you're working on how to improve your business. If you just have a job, then I feel like you're just, you know, great. You're doing great at work. You know, you're shining. Some of you guys may have things that you're trying to do, and I'm hearing moves in silence. Shout out to one of my other favorite Aquarius, Joint Dexter. He's one of my good friends, but he has a song called Move in Silence, and he just did it yesterday night. So I'm hearing that in my head. Well, he just performed it yesterday night, and I'm hearing that in my head. So some of you guys have big goals that you're going to be putting into action, but I feel like you're not telling people about this with the Knight of Cups and the Moon card. You're getting these downloads from your spirits to do these things. So if there's things that are coming to you like, damn, I really want to do this, or I always wanted to start this, or blah, 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 this would be a good time to create a plan, write it out, and put it into action. Because whatever these downloads are that are coming in, if you're somebody who wants attention, it's going to bring more attention. But the main thing with this Nine of Pentacles is going to bring money. Okay, so don't sleep on your subconscious, don't sleep on your dreams, and don't sleep on your intuition. Okay, it's really powerful in the next 72 hours. Now, when it comes to love, if you've watched me long enough as a reader, some of y'all are not, you know, familiar with me. This channel is newer. But if you've watched me over the 8 years that I've been doing tarot, you know that the sun and the moon together in a reading is a indication of a union coming together. A masculine and feminine energy, a soulmate pair, if you will, coming together. So I think I've talked many times about sun-moon conjunctions in y'all readings specifically. For some of y'all, like for some reason, Aquarius, the last year or so, almost, there's been a strong soulmate energy like coming up in your readings. I see the sun and moon as a soulmate pair, and even in astrology, when your sun is conjunct someone's moon or vice versa, it usually indicates a soulmate connection. So again, you could be an Aquarius sun dealing with somebody who has an Aquarius moon, or vice versa, okay, or whatever the combination may be. Either way, there's definitely a soulmate connection here. I feel like you're growing closer with somebody. The only thing that kind of like, well, I have to say you're growing closer with this person, but the commitment may not be there. And then it's like, what is commitment? It kind of feels like that maybe the title, maybe it's not official. And now I'm hearing what's the, maybe take your time, what's the rush? So I would say with the Knight of Cups, the sun and the moon, this is somebody that you're in love with. This is somebody that the emotions are growing with. I feel like you are being more vulnerable with this person. Some of y'all might go on a date with this person. I just see a lot of sweetness between the two of you. The only thing with the Nine of Pentacles, it just may not be the title that you want yet. Okay, there's like an energy of like, yeah, we fuck with each other, but we're still single. We're not together. Or we haven't made it official. If you are already with this person, you guys are going to be spending a lot of time together. But I also feel like your independence is important at this time. For those of you who are already in a committed relationship with this person. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. So the signs you could be dealing with are Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. So far. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. I can't make this shit up. You guys, y'all keep getting this relationship. Y'all keep getting this relationship energy. I can't make it up. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, look who can... Why? I'm not talking about it. I'm not going to talk about it. But why does the Queen of Wands keep coming out in y'all reading? So I would say for most of y'all, it's a fire sign. But Taurus just came out, and also Cancer again. So I just feel like, okay. Well, you know what? I'm talking to Aquarians, so I can say the real shit that needs to be said. Some of y'all, this relationship is not traditional in some way. I'm just going to put that out there. Some of y'all, like, it could be non-traditional, as in y'all don't live together. Like, you have your own space. Or you guys are polyamorous. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Could be you dating multiple people, but it feels like you're maybe committed. I don't know. Because I see the Ten of Cups as we do the relationship the way we want to do it. We do what makes us happy. So that triggers you. I apologize, but I have to see what I have to say what I see here. It's almost like, even like I said, it may not be traditional or the title that most people would say, oh, I can never da-da-da. That's fine. I'm not saying that. If you're not into that, please don't take that. Please, this is one of them times that you're going to fuck up a good thing. If you'll get up under here talking about, well, I would never do that shit. Nobody asked you to. It was definitely called free will. Never told you to do nothing you ain't want to do. I'm just saying for some of you, that's the case here with this Three of Pentacles. Some of y'all, so I definitely see y'all winding up with this person. The sun moon told me everything that I need to know. It's like y'all will have a really hard time trying to get away from this person. The sun and moon is like, it draws y'all back together. It's like there's like a feeling of, I don't know what it is, but I feel like this person matches me, or this person's the yin to my yang, or my other half. And when you get into a relationship like that, certain stipulations that apply to other people's relationship may not apply to your relationship, because the love is unconditional with the Ten of Cups. So when you have true unconditional love, like I'm seeing in this, you don't need to necessarily adhere to everybody else's standards of what makes their relationship. So I'm not trying to preach to y'all. I'm just telling y'all that this relationship may not be something that follows the norms, or maybe it's a blended family. You know, that's a lot of another thing. Some people don't date people with children. Like, you know, that's a big thing for them. So that could even be considered taboo. Like, you know, blended families. You know, with the 10 of Cups, it definitely could be you both have children from other relationships. I don't know. But either way, it's a relationship that's coming together. I don't necessarily feel like this is going to be in the next 72 hours, but I will say that this is somebody I don't really feel like y'all are going to break up with or leave behind. I would say the connection is too strong for that. How you'll know who this person is they're probably very talented. With the Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, I would say they're very attractive. This person's probably good with their hands, or they may do something with their hands, or they have a gift or a talent that they share with others that may get them a lot of attention. I would say maybe you both get attention with the Sun and the Queen of Wands, but it doesn't have to be. Like I said, they may already have children. You may already have children with the 10 of Cups. If you have children, they're not like, they don't care about that. They're not like, oh my God, I can't be with you. This is somebody who would be okay with being a step parent. They probably love children with the 10 of Cups. This is somebody who's very good with their words, very romantic with the Queen of Wands and Knight of Cups. The only thing is they can be fickle. When you have that Knight of Cups, this energy could be kind of hot and cold. Like, when they're around you, you feel all this love from them. But then when you're not around them, they could be busy doing other things with the Three of Pentacles, okay? But this feels like somebody who could be an entrepreneur, or they have multiple different streams of income. This is somebody who's most likely a busybody or is always doing something. Definitely can dress. I feel like this person can dress really well. They get attention naturally, though. This person is highly gifted. That's one thing I'll say with the Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles. I keep telling y'all that this destiny helper comes up in y'all energy all the time. It does come up as a fire sign. So if you have someone around you that you can collaborate with, and they're a fire sign and something like that, then this is the person, okay? Stop worrying about how long it's going to be or what it's going to, like, this is a connection that's very rare to come across. The Sun, the Moon, and the 10 of Cups, you don't get relationships like that all the time. It kind of feels like, not I would say once in a lifetime, but it's rare. Sun, Moon conjunctions are not something, like, you don't always have to be romantically connected to somebody that you have a Sun Moon conjunction with. This person, it feels like there's a romantic connection. There's a possibility of working on something together, building something together financially, but also a lot of autonomy, freedom, and like space to be yourself in whatever way that is. So this is unconditional love. Like I said, you don't really find that. Now, some of you, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be family. It can be friends, definitely with the 10 of Cups. But some of you, this could be like a friend that there's more with. Like, this could be somebody that you could see yourself wind up being in a relationship with, okay? So I've been getting this energy for y'all for a while. What I see happening for y'all the next 72 hours is y'all getting closer. Getting closer, being more realistic about the fact that you both feel this connection. You guys could be spending time together, dating, going out on a date, but some of you guys will spend time with this person with other people around. So you could be like going to an event with this person, or maybe you have mutual friends, or you guys work together. So I feel like you could be seeing this person, but maybe some of y'all could wind up seeing them one-on-one with the Knight of Cups, but it could, like, for most of you, you're going to be seeing this person outside somewhere or where there's other people. Okay, so that's pretty general. I hope that this helps, Aquarius. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. If you need anything from me, check out the link below, or you can text the number on your screen for a text message reading. I will see y'all soon. Peace out.